Good evening and welcome to Channel 8 Update. I'm Carl Aldinger.
Elsie Ann Barron.
Tonight, topping local news, we have a Fredonia professor in the headlines once again. Dr. Sherry Mason, chair of the Department of Geology and Environmental Science, gained international recognition last year when BBC reported her study in which she showed that 93% of plastic water bottles contain microplastics. Now, because of that study, Dr. Mason is receiving the 23rd Esteemed Heinz Award in the category of Public Policy. She will receive $250,000 with the prize. Dr. Mason is also known for her study of microbeads over the past several years, which, according to the Dunkirk Observer, helped lead to the ban of microbeads in the United States. She is now researching the presence of microfibers in our freshwater sources from items such as fleece clothing. Dr. Mason will receive the award, on October 24th.
The Fredonia campus hosted its annual community service fair today. The event took place in the Williams Center multi-purpose room and brought together dozens of organizations looking for volunteers. Students of all classes and majors attended the event, searching for channels in which they can help the Fredonia community. Literacy volunteers, the Community Blood Bank of Western New York, Chautauqua Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, as well as the Northern Chautauqua Canine Rescue were some of the organizations in attendance. If you were unable to attend the fair, it's still possible to sign up for volunteer opportunities. Contact Joyce Smith, the events coordinator, whose office is located in the Campus Life office inside the Williams Center.
If you've noticed a snake on the campus of SUNY Fredonia, it's not the reptile. It may be the line of people wrapped around the Williams Center, Tim Hortons. Channel 8 updates, Sandrine Hamilton with more.
At a screeching halt.
If it's rush, like the rush time, I usually don't wait then. I'll just go to Willie's or Starbucks.
By the length of things, this line won't be moving along as soon as everyone anticipated. I'm glad I came here when I did before the rush.
Oh, at times it's extremely upsetting because I just have to leave because I don't have that much time in between my classes, and I sometimes really need those pivotal moments in order to finish assignments for whatever courses, like now per se.
The question is, are any policies being implemented to limit the burden of workers and improve customer service?
We've been trying to open up the express lines for lunch. But the biggest problem we have with that is that every semester we get a bunch of new students, and all the new students need to be trained, and it's not like in a 2-hour shift, and it doesn't matter how many students come or go, we're always busy. We cannot explain it, so.
It seems like hard work pays off. One student tells us about his positive take despite the fact that he has to wait.
Honestly, I don't know, because I feel like they really are giving it their all, and that's really respectable.
I'm Sandrine Hamilton, Channel 8 Update.
Sandrine, we thank you.
The State Police of Criminal Investigation out of Jamestown arrested 73-year-old Mary Lou Johnson this Friday for multiple charges, some including second-degree vehicular manslaughter, driving while intoxicated, and leaving the scene of an accident, among others. The Jamestown Police Department responded to Swanson Hill Road in the town of Randolph on April 21st for a report of an unidentified deceased male. Further investigation revealed the man to be Wilfredo Rodriguez Colon, age 48, of Bustye, New York. The Bureau of Criminal Investigation out of Jamestown investigated the death, which included a detailed examination of the scene and interviews of those with Colon when he was last seen. The interviews and evidence collected led the team to a vehicle that was involved in Colon's death. Further investigations were conducted by BCI. A warrant was issued for the arrest of Mary Lou Johnson this past Wednesday. Johnson was arrested and processed at the State Police of Jamestown. She's arraigned in Cattaraugus County Court on Friday. Your national headlines and a look at the weather are ahead when we return.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
It appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
So how was work?
It was 1,300 hours. My math class from 302 was in the trenches. Davy Roth had it the worst. Fractions were coming at him left and right. He just didn't get the damn things. 2 days ago, I tried to teach him what 1/4 of 1/2 was using different sizes of blocks. Yesterday, I tried again by dividing up pizza. Both missions failed.
Oh, no.
But today, I was ready. I created a combat math game where the only way to beat the enemy is to out-fraction them. Davy conquered every last denominator. My game was so successful, the principal is deploying it to math squadrons all over the school. Anywho, how was your day?
Oh, today my boss treated the office to salad wraps.
Salad wraps.
I know.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking, now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today, I'm just an aluminum can, but one day, I could be a stadium.
And I can't change, even if I try.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Welcome back. 22-year-old Nishal Sinkat is in custody after illegally boarding an airplane Friday at the Orlando-Melbourne International Airport. Authorities say that Sinkat hopped a security fence and boarded a parked airliner that was undergoing maintenance at the time. Maintenance crews reported seeing a shadow and calling the airport police. who were able to arrest Sincat in less than 2 minutes. Although Sincat received his commercial pilot's license in January, he now faces charges for trespassing, burglary, and attempted theft of an aircraft. No motives have been released at this time.
Last Friday, the Texas Department of Criminal Justice made an unusual discovery. After opening 2 pallets of donated bananas, authorities discovered 540 packages of cocaine hidden amongst the fruit. It is estimated that the contraband is worth nearly $18 million. The shipment came from Port of America in Freeport, Texas. However, it's not yet clear who loaded the cocaine or when it was added to the shipment. This is not the first time fruit has been used to disguise contraband. In 2017, authorities found 2 tons of marijuana hidden in limes. Upon their discovery, the Texas Department of Criminal Justice posted on Facebook, "Sometimes life gives you lemons, sometimes it gives you bananas, and sometimes it gives you something you never expect."
Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein may be leaving the United States Justice Department. Last week, the New York Times reported that he had made a press report explaining how he would wear a wire in an effort to remove Trump from office, citing the 25th Amendment. Rosenstein denied the claim and refused to comment further. Over the weekend, President Trump made a statement that he is going to, quote, "get rid of the lingering stench," end quote. In the department, multiple conflicting reports have been made stating different fates for the Attorney General. It is uncertain whether he will offer to resign or be fired. Rosenstein will be meeting with Trump this Thursday to discuss his future in office. Sandrine Hamilton has been promoted to our weekly weather anchor position, and she now joins us for your Channel 8 weather update. Welcome, Sandrine.
Today we started off with rain and temperatures in the low 70s. It looks like this week will end with cloudy and slightly cool weather trickling into next week, along with some rain on Tuesday. Now would be a good time to bring out that windbreaker in preparation for the upcoming low temperatures. That's all for your Channel 8 weather update. And we'll return in just 5 minutes with your international news.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. You see that truck? Oh, jeez. It's a 2 Michelin star chef. All for free, ladies and gentlemen. All for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
Fantastic. So what do you got going on underneath that plate there?
This food is really about to be thrown away.
Yeah.
Bro? Is there something wrong with this food? Where did you get it from?
From farmers markets. They put aside the ugly vegetables and the ugly fruits.
Carrot top, soft avocados. It was all food that was going to be discarded.
Even the drink you had is made from like a little bruised peach. Did it taste a little bruised?
Great. It was good.
The average person throws away 24 pounds of food a month.
That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Go visit savethefood.com for more information. Thank you. Junk food time!
But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find, cultivate, and train a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
I realized that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listened.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. It's got nothing to do with fairness. Bam. Your whole world changes in an instant. And you never see it coming. That's what happened to me. The day my mother had a stroke. I'm Paul George, and I want you to learn the signs of a stroke fast. F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Because the sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Protect the ones you love. Spot a stroke. F-A-S-T. Fast.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. You see that truck? Oh, jeez. It's a 2 Michelin star chef. All for free, ladies and gentlemen. All for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
Fantastic. So what do you got going on underneath that plate there?
This food is really about to be thrown away.
Yeah.
Bro? Is there something wrong with this food? Where did you get it from?
From farmers markets. They put aside the ugly vegetables and the ugly fruits.
Carrot top, soft avocados. It was all food that was going to be discarded.
Even the drink you had is made from like a little bruised peach. Did it taste a little bruised?
Great. It was good.
The average person throws away 24 pounds of food a month.
That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Go visit savethefood.com for more information. Thank you. Junk food time!
Welcome back. In international news tonight, President Trump spoke on behalf of his presidency at the United Nations General Assembly on Tuesday, saying he has accomplished more during his time in office than any other administration. Fellow leaders at the assembly responded to this remark with laughter. Trump said he has made America a stronger, richer, and safer country than it was before he was in office. He also noted that the United States will only be giving aid to those considered their friends. Mr. Trump warned the UN that he will be cutting funding towards the United Nations peacekeeping budget, urging others to contribute.
13-year-old Karanbir Chima from Greenford, West London, has suffered a serious allergic reaction after being chased by his classmates with cheese. Chima has a severe dairy allergy that led to him being hospitalized after cheese was thrown down his shirt at school. Chima went into anaphylactic shock at William Perkin Church of England High School and was unconscious while paramedics battled to save his life. Their paramedics were told that Chima was having, quote, just an allergic reaction, end quote. Upon arrival, Chima was, quote, gasping for air and had broken out in hives, end quote. 10 days after arriving at the Great Ormond Street Hospital, Chima died with his parents by his hospital bed. Another 13-year-old boy has been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder, but has not been yet charged.
The Film and Classification Board of Kenya has temporarily lifted the ban of the movie Rafiki. The movie was previously banned due to lesbian themes. The film is inspired by a 2007 Kind Prize short story called Jambula Tree. The movie's director, Waneri Kaui, filed a lawsuit against the board for the ruling, arguing that the ban restricted her freedom of speech. The High Court decided on lifting the ban, making the film eligible for Best Foreign Language Film at next year's Academy and eligible for an Oscar.
That's all for your international news. Now, if you've ever found yourself running late to class looking for a parking spot, you're not alone. Many Fredonia students are fed up and looking for answers. Reporter Patrick Ryan has some numbers that's putting student interest in gear.
If you look around campus, you might have noticed more cars than usual. That's most likely because Fredonia welcomed its largest incoming class of freshmen this fall, while at the same time not constructing any new parking lots.
I only live 2 minutes from campus, but I leave like 20 minutes before my class would start.
All right.
Just because you have to find a spot, and then when you do find a spot, it's usually, you know, on the other side of campus.
Late to half my classes because either I'm waiting in this parking lot for a spot, or waiting, driving across campus, parking somewhere else, walking all the way back, like she said. It's getting out of hand.
With the third week of class wrapping up on the campus of SUNY Fredonia, parking appears to be stretching thin, with 3,400 parking permits registered and only 3,129 spots on campus.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Like that parking lot, where is it? Over there, like half of them are reserved for teachers and stuff. And it's like, I have to get to school too.
Lack of physical parking spots is not the sole issue. However, many of these spots are reserved for university police, FSA vehicles, campus tours, resident directors, and much more. And if you do find a spot, the clock may be ticking, as some of these spaces have a 30-minute tow-away limit.
Maybe have like a shuttle system off campus that brings in students.
And with little in the way of obvious solutions, I reached out to the Offices of Finance and Administration and Student Accounts, both of which have not yet returned my request for comment. So for now, students will continue their search for parking. In Fredonia, I'm Patrick Ryan, Channel 8 Update.
For more information on campus parking regulations and the possible fines you might face, please visit fredonia.edu. But now we turn to sports, where Kevin Syracuse joins us with all things Buffalo Bills and Blue Devils. Kevin?
Carl, good evening. The women's volleyball team had a successful weekend as they had 3 matches of pool play at Cortland University. They went 2-1 on Saturday, beating Buff State and Cortland. They nearly beat Brockport, the defending conference champs, as they lost in the final set. They are now 9-5 on the season, with their next game currently in progress in Dodds Hall against Allegheny. The Fredonia men's soccer team lost both games of their weekend road trip, losing 2-0 to New Paltz on Friday and 5-1 to Oneonta on Saturday. In Friday's game, 3 different Blue Devils recorded a shot on goal, while junior goalkeeper Ty Bentham made 5 saves. In Saturday's game, sophomore midfielder Dominic Montes scored Fredonia's lone goal, while junior forward Conrad Rathbun was credited with the assist. The Blue Devils dropped to 0-2 in SUNYAC play and 2-5-1 overall. They return home this weekend for a pair of home games versus Brockport and Geneseo. And moving on now to the Buffalo Bills. The Bills pulled off a stunning upset over the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday, beating the defending NFC North champs 27-6. Leading the way for the Bills was rookie quarterback Josh Allen, who completed 15 of 22 passes, threw for 196 yards and a touchdown, and ran 10 times for 39 yards and 2 touchdowns. Linebacker Matt Milano led the defense with 8 tackles, a sack, a fumble recovery, and an interception. The Bills were 17-point underdogs heading into Sunday, and their 21-point victory was the biggest NFL upset in the last 23 years. They will travel to Green Bay this weekend to take on the Packers at 1 p.m. And after this break, we will take you behind the scenes during Fredonia Sorority Rush Week.
Got pre-diabetes, but with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
So how was work?
It was 1,300 hours. My math class from 302 was in the trenches. Davy Roth had it the worst. Fractions were coming at him left and right. He just didn't get the damn things. 2 days ago, I tried to teach him what 1/4 of 1/2 was using different sizes of blocks. Yesterday, I tried again by dividing up pizza. Both missions failed.
Oh, no.
But today, I was ready. I created a combat math game where the only way to beat the enemy is to out-fraction them. Davy conquered every last denominator. My game was so successful, the principal is deploying it to math squadrons all over the school. Anywho, how was your day?
Oh, today my boss treated the office to salad wraps.
Salad wraps.
I know.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today, I'm just an aluminum can, but one day, I could be a stadium.
And I can't change, even if I try. Even if I wanted to, my love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Here we are going to hear from Ericketta Cost behind the scenes from Recruitment Week.
The Recruitment Week for Women's Greek Life at Fredonia involves 3 sororities, Sigma Gamma Phi, Sigma Kappa, and Delta Phi Epsilon. All of these are under the National Panhellenic Conference. Potential new members, or PNMs, spend time with each sorority and participate in a number of different activities. Each sorority strives to make the potential new members feel at home by informing them of their anti-hazing policy.
Here at SUNY Fredonia, we don't haze simply because you wouldn't do that to people you really want to be around and you really want to hang out with. We really try to foster an environment of loving, caring, this is your new home.
Fredonia sororities follow the National Panhellenic Conference's strict anti-hazing policy. The conference defines hazing as any action or situation that recklessly endangers the mental or physical health or safety of a student for the purpose of initiation. University of Dayton research shows that 55% of college students experience hazing within clubs.
That's something here at Fredonia that we really don't tolerate, especially in Panhellenic Council. So I'm hoping that with Anti-Hazing Prevention Week coming up, that we can adopt some new events and put on events for our sisters in Greek life and put on events for our campus.
While condemning hazing, Fredonia's Greek life also emphasizes active involvement in community service. All 3 sororities participate in raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, Fredonia's Fall Sweep, and their own individual philanthropies. There are many communities to be a part of on this campus, and sorority life is one of them. These girls want you to know it's safe to sign up, and no hazing is very important to them. With Channel 8 Update, I'm Erica Cost.
At a cost tonight. Thank you, Erica.
All right, now it's time for one last look at your Channel 8 weather update with Sandrine. How is it looking out there, Sandrine?
Carl and Chelsea, it has a definitely been cooling down, and today we saw a high of 66 with a low of 50. Thursday is cloudy with a high of 66 and a low of 53. Friday is sunny with a high of 70 and a low of 51. Sunday is partly cloudy with a high of 61 and a low of 50. Monday is partly cloudy with a high of 70 and a low of 62. And for Tuesday, we should expect some rain showers with a high of 71 and a low of 61.
All right, that is all the time we have for Channel 8 Update tonight. We'll be back next week, and Fred Before Bed airs at 10 p.m. tonight. Good night.